Welcome back to Legal Matters, Qanuni Mashre. We'll continue. Javed Saab ki jo call आई थी पहले, and he's asking about his requirements for ILR, indefinite leave to remain. सबसे पहले तो ये होगा that you need to be here for 5 years. That's the most important aspect. 5 years you must complete. Shaheen Saab, let's just talk about that one for him, Javed Saab.
Yeah, 5 years. So when you're applying for ILR on your application form, you need to give your record or history of going back all through the 5 years. So all last 5 years, previous 5 years, where you've been residing, if you've got utility bills, tenancy agreements,
Bank statements.
So they're looking at the overall last 5 years. So it's not just last 12 months, all 5 years you need to provide the information.
And also the previous addresses if you have changed.
Yeah, that's what you need to mention on your application form. And also if you've been outside the UK, then those dates when you left, when you came back, you need to actually provide account of that as well.
एक कॉल आ रही है, शामिल कर लेते हैं, we'll carry on. Hello. जी.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम, कौन कहाँ से?
जी मैं मिसेस हुसैन बात कर रही हूँ लंदन से.
जी.
मेरा सवाल ये है कि मेरे हस्बैंड को रिसेंटली FLR-FP पे वीजा मिला है 30 मंथ्स का, और उन्होंने उनको 10 ईयर के रूट पे डाल दिया है. तो मुझे ये पूछना है कि क्या मेरे हस्बैंड स्पाउस वीजा पे स्विच हो सकते हैं इन कंट्री, या फिर हमें पाकिस्तान जाके वीजा डालना पड़ेगा स्पाउस का? ऐसे एक और चीज पूछनी थी कि अगर हम पाकिस्तान से अप्लाई करते हैं तो उनका वीजा कर्टेल तो नहीं हो जाएगा?
ठीक है.
और ये बताना था कि जो मेरे हस्बैंड का वीजा लगा है वो मेरे बेबी और मेरी बेस पे लगा है.
ठीक है. और आपको जो प्रीवियस जो आपको ये जब दिया उन्होंने 10 ईयर रूट पे, कब दिया उन्होंने, कब इन्होंने चेंज करा था?
ये बिल्कुल रिसेंटली, इसी मंथ में.
अच्छा, रिसेंटली.
FLR कौन सी सब कैटेगरी है?
FLR FP पे जी.
FP.
जी.
ओके, ठीक है.
और 2008 से मेरे हस्बैंड के पास वीजा नहीं था, तब से हम FLRO डालते रहे थे, लेकिन हमें मेरे हस्बैंड को वीजा नहीं दिया उन्होंने. तो अभी रिसेंटली उनको वीजा मिला है.
ठीक है. आप 2008 से FLRO कर रही थी?
जी.
ओके, ठीक है. और रिसेंटली आपको ये मिला जो आपने 10 ईयर रूट पे आपको डाला है. या ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. इंशाल्लाह आप मिस्टर हुसैन कीप वाचिंग प्रोग्राम, फिर आपको बताएंगे फॉर योर स्पाउस व्हाट यू गोना बी डूइंग. Let's just carry on. So Javed साहब का तो हमने बता दिया था. He has to make sure that he's got 5 years उनके हो गए. That's the most important thing. Utility bills, tenancy agreements, bank statements,
everything going back last 5 years. Yeah.
एक और कॉल आ रही है, शामिल कर लेते हैं. Hello.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम सलाम, कौन कहाँ से?
जी मैं नहीं बताना चाहती, और मेरा छोटा सा 2 सवाल है
जी.
एक तो ये कि मैं शादी करने के बाद यहाँ पे आई थी और अभी तक मुझे इंडेफिनेट नहीं मिली, क्योंकि वो जो है लाइफ इन द यूके बुक का टेस्ट उन्होंने मस्ट कर दिया, लेकिन वो मैंने अभी तक नहीं पास किया. वो उसकी वजह से 2-3 बार मैंने पेपर अप्लाई किए हैं. मुझे वीजा दे देते हैं 3-3 साल का, लेकिन मुझे इंडेफिनेट उन्होंने कहा मस्ट है ये आप जो एग्जाम पास करें. तो मेरे पास उन्होंने अब फिर दोबारा मैंने अप्लाई किया, उन्होंने मुझे 3 साल का वीजा और दे दिया है. ऑलरेडी मुझे 5-6 साल हो चुके हैं यहाँ पे आए हुए, और उन्होंने मुझे 3 साल का वीजा दिया है. लेकिन मैंने ये पूछा कि क्या ये लाइफ इन द यूके बुक का जो टेस्ट है ये मस्ट है, इसके अलावा और कोई चारा नहीं है? और दूसरा ये है कि अगर मैं पाकिस्तान जाना चाहूँ इन 3 सालों के वीजे में, तो मैं मैक्सिमम जो है कितना रह सकती हूँ? थैंक यू.
खुदा हाफिज़. थैंक यू फॉर योर क्वेश्चन. आपको इंशाल्लाह जवाब देंगे, प्रोग्राम वॉच करें. चलते हैं मुबशर भाई की जो कॉल आई थी. ही स्पाउस वीज़ा उन्होंने कहा था 2.5 साल का उनको मिल चुका है, and a further 2.5 years he needs to do, and then probably then does an application. FLRM इसका थोड़ा सा मेंशन कर दें, ये जो further leave to remain on marriage.
इन्होंने जब अप्लाई करना है ना, जब आपका वीज़ा ख़त्म हो रहा होगा उससे 1 महीने पहले आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. और एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म जो एक्सटेंशन के लिए है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मैरिजेस FLRM.
बिल्कुल. एक कॉल आ रही शायद, उससे पहले ले लेते हैं. कैरी ऑन. हेलो.
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
जी वालेकुम, कौन कहाँ से?
जनाब मैं तनवीर बोल रहा हूँ स्टॉक-ऑन-ट्रेंट से.
जी.
असल में मेरा मसला ये है कि मैंने FLRO अप्लाई किया था इन इंग्लैंड इन 2008.
ठीक है.
और मेरी वाइफ जो है वो रशिया से हैं. शी केम इन 1999.
ठीक है.
और हमारे जो है वो 2 बेटियां हैं, एंड एक जो है वो 14 अगस्त को होने वाली है 7 साल की.
ठीक है.
छोटी है जो है वो 3 साल की है.
ठीक है.
And both going school. जो वाइफ थी वो मेरी वो भी स्टूडेंट आई थी 1999 में और वो भी वो स्टे हुई है और मैं 2010 में जो है वो वीजा एक्सटेंशन कराते हुए जो है मेरा नहीं हो सका.
और आपकी क्या स्टेटस है?
We both overstay now.
Overstay.
Yeah.
Okay.
हम लोगों ने FLRO अप्लाई किया था जो उन्होंने रिफ्यूज कर दिया. अक्टूबर 2012 में हमने किया था.
ठीक है.
उसके बाद फिर जो है वो लास्ट अक्टूबर में हम लोगों ने JR अप्लाई किया और फिर होम ऑफिस ने जो है वो को से कहा कि वी रिकंसीडर योर केस एंड इसके बाद 90 डेज गिव अस 90 डेज टू रिकंसीडर योर केस. उसके बाद वी डिडंट गेट एनी रिप्लाई येट एंड that's what
so that's the situation. आपके ठीक है, आपने JR अप्लाई करा जुडिशियल रिव्यू and you've not heard nothing.
JR जो है वो किया है लेकिन जब होम ऑफिस को उन्होंने कोर्ट में जो होता है कोई लेटर सेटर होता है जो उन्होंने दिया तो उन्होंने कहा कि वी रिकंसीडर योर केस एंड इफ यू टेक JR बैक एंड गिव अस 90 डेज टू रिकंसीडर इट.
ठीक है.
वो 90 डेज तो गुजर गए हैं. इट्स अबाउट 3-4 वीक्स वो मतलब ज़्यादा हो गए तो अभी तक हमें कोई जवाब नहीं मिला.
ठीक है, समझ गए. तो मेरे पास थैंक यू फॉर योर कॉल. शुक्रिया आपका. हम पूरा क्वेश्चन आ गया हमारे पास. इंशाल्लाह आपको जवाब देंगे कि वॉचिंग प्रोग्राम. मुबशर भाई को बता दिया आपको FLRM करना है या फॉर द मैरिज वन एप्लीकेशन. मोहम्मद एक बिफोर वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई जस्ट वांट टू गेट दिस कॉल. एक कॉल ले लेते हैं फिर जवाब देने से पहले. हेलो. Hi, who's calling and where from?
I'm calling from Leicester in UK and my name is Mrs. Nazneen Khan.
ठीक है. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, I just want to take part in this program.
Okay. And
I want to ask a question.
Yes, you can. You can ask us a question.
What is it? In December, I went to India.
Yep.
And I got married there.
Okay.
On 1st of January, New Year's Day, I got married and I got registered marriage and nikah both. Then I come back. After 1 month, I stayed there. Now, the question here is I have disability and I'm on disability living allowance.
Yeah.
So, what are the requirements I need to bring my husband over?
Fine. Okay. We've got your question, Mrs. Najma Khan. Thank you for your question. We'll tell you what requirements you need to do for the financial requirement. So keep watching the program. And please do take our email address and we'll be more than happy to help you as well. Okay. Okay, एक और कॉल आ रही है, इसे शामिल कर दें. Hello? 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 लगता है कॉल ड्रॉप हो गई. Hello? Yes. Let's just go to Mohammed. Mohammed called and he said about he's been self-employed and what requirements he will need. Again, this will be required by Mr. Mohammed to provide. Unko the chartered account, obviously it's in English, so I'll speak in English. You need to provide accounts which has been verified from a certified or a chartered accountant.
Yeah, but his employment has only been for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So what Mr. Mohammed you need to do is obviously get in touch with your accountant, and it's crucial that he's a certified chartered accountant, and that accountant then can give you your projected income for the coming year. And also you need to show that in the previous 6 months, if taken all together, your income from last 6 months and projected income for the next 6 months, if you aggregate them, then it will be at least 18,600. So the accountant letter can then verify that.
Absolutely, and this is why the importance is to get accountant letter to that. Let's get another call coming in. Kor call Arisa Shamil Karde. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to the program. Who's calling and from where?
My name is IMRAN. I'm calling from Slough.
Welcome to the program, Simran.
I just wanted some advice, really. Me and my husband are legally married in this country. But he came here illegally 10 years ago. And he was told to go back and apply in a spouse visa, which he has done.
Okay.
But he was refused on paragraph 320.
Okay.
So I just wanted to know what that actually entails and what your chances would be.
Right. So you said you got married, and when did you get married?
We got married in 2010 legally, but we've been together since 2007.
Right. Okay. And because he was illegal, you said.
Yeah, he came here illegally, but they gave us permission to get married in this country.
Right.
Which we did, and we did apply here about 2 times.
Okay.
And he was refused on that basis.
On paragraph 320.
And his country of abode and apply there.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we've got your question, so keep watching the programme. We'll answer your question. And you can take our email address, because some of the questions and answers are a bit more longer than we anticipate. And then we can give you a better, a more informed answer on through our email. So do take that down. That goes to all the views. जितने भी views देख रहे हैं, आप हमारा email पे भी address ले लें, उस पे भी भेज सकते हैं. जो पहले जो questions जो क्रैशी साहब का जो आए थे from France and asylum, and personally I think this is very important because asylum has been applied in the United Kingdom. He should be residing in the United Kingdom to avail that right if he's granted. And so I don't think if he doesn't want to do nothing, then it basically will be out of time
the
anyway.
application will be deemed as withdrawn.
Withdrawn,
yeah.
Is that is the only.
Yeah, I mean it's a quite obscure situation that, I mean, obviously when you come to UK and you're saying that your life is in threat or a fear of persecution, and that's why you are claiming asylum, then why would you actually leave asylum before your application has been processed, you know? So if you leave, then the Home Office stance would be that, well, you never needed the asylum in the first place, that's why you've left the country.
So I think it doesn't really you'll have to apply where you are at the moment, because that's going to be a question. There's a number of questions इसमें आ रहे हैं, मगर time नहीं है, इसलिए आपको ज़्यादा नहीं बात कर सकते इस पे. Let's just move on to Mrs. Hussain. She's talking about the 10-year route, and she did an application.
Discretionary leave पे apply कर रहे थे, then they've been offered 10 years under FLR EP, और वो पूछना चाह रही थी कि अगर वो पाकिस्तान में जाके spouse visa का apply करें तो it's a marginal case, to be honest with you, because अगर आप पाकिस्तान में भी जाके करती हैं and you meet the financial requirement criteria, and आपके husband जो है वो English language का requirement qualify करते हैं, उसके बाद भी आपको जो है इनिशियली 2.5 years का वीज़ा मिलेगा, फिर आपको फर्दर उसको एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा, तो 5 साल तो वैसे ही लग जाएंगे, और 5 साल के बाद आपको जो है 1 साल और वेट करना पड़ता है ILR के लिए. सो यू नो, अगर आपको पता है फॉर नाउ कि आपको डेफिनेटली 10 years के बाद ILR मिल जाएगा, तो the only time factor that you're trying to save is just 4 years.
Yeah, exactly. And but she needs to do the 10 years if that's what they've put her into the category.
Yeah.
They've already given discretionary leave for 10 years.
Yeah, but they're trying to see if they can shorten the time.
No, they can't. This is one of the problems. Again, this is an area which people desperately try to do that, but उनका भी काम इसमें ज़रा ख़राब हो जाता है, mess up हो जाता है. आपकी मगर full details हमारे पास नहीं है. We don't know what the background is clearly. अगर आप वो देंगे, then we can probably advise you in a different way. We can help you. But as it stands, it's just a clear 10-year route, and you have to go about that way. The lady who called is in Namni, they got married. A Life in UK test, that is a must. That is a requirement. आप अगर watch कर रही हैं Life in UK test जो है उसमें से आप नहीं निकल सकते हैं. This is a requirement by the Home Office, and also the English language test is a matter of must. ये दोनों आपको पास करना है, and there is something nobody can get out unless of the age factor. If they're over 65, if there's anything शायद तो उसमें
or any medical grounds.
Yeah, or medical ground, so be it. Medical ground has to be something debilitating.
Yeah, that you're unable to learn English. Your mental capacity has to be so deteriorated that you are unable to.
But it's not a straight option that because I don't want to do the Life in UK test, or I'm failing it, because you've done it once or twice and then you switch to the option. There are grounds if you're medically incapacitated, या पे तुम नहीं कर सकते तो वहाँ पे तो फिर ये तो apply करता है. But otherwise, Life in UK test, English language test is a compulsory, is a must.
That's correct.
There's no two ways about it unless you meet them medical grounds. We got a Tanveer Sahab ki jo call आई थी, and he's got like is an overstayed judicial review ke apply kara tha, and he's not heard from them. I think he needs to wait till he gets a response.
He needs to wait, but I mean he also mentioned that he's got 2 daughters, The only thing we didn't verify was that whether they were actually born here, because he did say that one of them is 8 years old and the other one is
7-3.
Is it 7?
7 and 3, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if the daughters were born here, then they need to focus on putting in an application where you can say that the daughters have been in the country for long enough, and it would be harsh and unfair for them to be removed forcefully.
I think the position Tanveer bhai ka ye, obviously we can't look into that. I think inki application already chali gayi for judicial review, and therefore they have to wait for the outcome. What's the reasons, if at all, agar judge agar consider karta hai Tanveer bhai ke case mein, to agar aapko refusal aata hai na, then obviously you got some grounds on your children, because aapke bacche bhi hain, 2 bacche hain, and obviously we don't know, we're assuming, because you've not told us that we're yahan pe born hue, so let's just assume that they are born in UK, then we can look at your application. But my advice will be that be hold karen, wait for judicial review outcome before you do anything. That's the most important thing. And Mrs. Najma Khan ka jo call aayi thi, she's got married in India, disability living allowance. Well, people on disability living allowance do not need to meet the financial requirement. That's the law clearly on that one.
The would-be spouse, that person does need to meet the English language requirement.
That's the English language test. However, the financial requirement पे उनको नहीं करना पड़ेगा, because disability living allowance आपको exemption मिलती है on financial requirements. So आपका तो case आप कर सकती हैं on that basis, Mrs. Najma Khan. और अगर आप चाहती हैं, you want us to advise you and help you in this matter, then please do feel to contact us through our email. एक और कॉल आ रही है, उसे शामिल करते हैं. Hello.
हेलो, अस्सलाम वालेकुम.
वालेकुम सलाम. कौन कहाँ से?
जी मेरा नाम अली है, मैं लंदन से बात कर रहा हूँ.
जी अली साहब, वेलकम टू द प्रोग्राम.
एक्चुअली मेरा क्वेश्चन है, अडॉप्टेड मैंने एक बच्चे को अडॉप्ट किया था जिसकी उम्र 15 साल है, और मेरे पास इंडेफिनेट लीव टू रिमेन है. मेरी वाइफ को अभी रिसेंटली कोई 1.5 महीना पहले स्पोज वीज़ा मिला. तो क्या हम उस बच्चे को लीगली इमिग्रेशन से लेके आ सकते हैं इस कंट्री में?
Okay, so the child is outside. जिसे आप अडॉप्ट करना चाहते हैं?
वो मतलब ये कि पेपर वर्क तो नहीं हमने किया, मगर ये कि actually we are looking after him, and his dad is died, so there is no one to look after him.
Okay, ठीक है, no problem. And this is how long ago आपको यहाँ कितना हो गया अर्सा यहाँ UK में?
UK में जी मुझे approximately 15 years.
15 years. ठीक है, okay, fine, no problem. अली साहब के watching program, इंशाल्लाह आपको जवाब दे दें program में about this position of your adopted child, and not a problem. Thank you for your call. We got Simran जिनकी call आई थी. I think with Mrs. Khan, Najma Khan के बारे में तो बता रही है, she financial requirements. She doesn't need to worry about that because she's on disability living allowance. Simran, she got married and she's been refused, and paragraph 320 she was talking about her. Again, I think we need a little bit more details on that one.
That's right. I think it could be down to them not meeting their financial requirements for income threshold.
No, besides that, I think what's important, अगर Mrs. Simran अगर watch कर रही हैं, आप अगर हमें refusal letter जो है ना, जो home office का, अगर आप उसे email कर सकती हैं, हमारे जो address आ रहा है, it'll be very useful, because कुछ बातें आप हमें समझा रही हैं, कुछ चीज़ें हम आपको बता सकते हैं when we look at the actual documentation. It's pretty vague because we haven't got a full background on this one, and possibly we can advise her. So Mrs. Simran, please do give us a call on take our email address and get back to us. Would be very good, because we need to get sight of that letter which the Home Office actually wrote to you on the refusal on that paragraph you mentioned. And like my colleague mentioned also, that we need to see that, and he did alluded onto the financial requirement, but we need to check it before we can comment on that one. Mr. Ali, obviously he's got married and he's got an adopted child, and he's got no...
The adopted child is outside the country.
Exactly.
Yeah. So as long as they've got the paperwork, then I see no reason why the adopted child would not be allowed to come and join them in the UK.
And then again, the procedure for that is very important, that Mr. Ali, it's not straightforward. He needs to contact a competent solicitor. I think Ali Sahab, whilst we're just discussing that, आपका case हो सकता है, we can help you in this matter. आप हमारा email address देख रहे हैं, अगर आप हमें email भेज देना with your details and your son's details of his age and date of birth and everything, and then we'll be able to advise you and help you. So thank you for your call. We can't be more specific because आपकी बहुत सारी details missing as well, but it can be done. In short, it can be done.
That's right, yeah.
Shahid Saab, obviously we've had a number of calls coming through, a number of emails coming through. Time run out, all right. I think we're going to probably struggle to get many calls coming in. But let's just talk about the entrepreneurial visa. Entrepreneurial visa, you know, this is people who used to, just a tier 1 getting. Now, those people in UK doing, whichever category they're in, like a student or any other category, tier 2, they can switch to this.
That's right, yeah.
Right, now, on that basis, there is a requirement of 50,000 as an investment.
If they have been student within the UK, yes, the requirement is that they need to find somebody to invest 50,000 in their business idea.
Yeah.
If somebody is trying to apply from abroad for entrepreneur visa, then the requirement is £200,000.
That's right.
And that cannot be physical property. It has to be that you've either bought a business for £200,000 or you have invested £200,000 into a business.
I think clearly we can, there's the whole purpose of us talking. So somebody's अगर कोई अभी watch कर रहा है और उनका एक idea है, वो student यहाँ पे या कोई category में वो entrepreneurial visa करना चाहते हैं, then we can help you with that one, because that is something you can do, and we can help you and we can advise you what you need to follow. But also, that, like my colleague mentioned, if you're outside UK, then is that £200,000. Wojo is a big substantial amount, but they can be paid over 100,000, then another 100,000.
Yeah, you could either split the money into two equal portions of 100,000. So you could have yourself and another partner together making a business team, and both of you are contributing £100,000 each. And you could also do something like that. You've started bringing the money into the UK with the view of obviously starting the business, but at the time of your application you need to have £200,000.
Yeah, and there's another possibility. What they need to be looking at is if they're going to go to some kind of on the different issues, like on a business visa, Jody, is to make sure that they have a substantial amount of money to invest.
Yeah, so if you've got money sat in your account and you can get a letter from your bank that you have funds available and they are readily available to you to be transferred across to UK, then obviously that goes towards meeting that requirement of £200,000.
And one of the always the same questions asked over and over time. I'm a visitor here, I want to go into business, can I switch? The answer is no, you can't.
Yeah.
Simple on that. I think we're running out of time actually, because time run out to arrive, and basically we're just coming to the end of it. So आपको again views को ये कहेंगे, and number of calls we couldn't take, and I do apologise for not being able to take the calls because we run out of time. आप मगर हमें कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं even after the program, because हमारे जो ईमेल एड्रेस है ना वो आपकी स्क्रीन पे, और जिन लोगों से हमारी भी बात हुई है और कुछ लोगों से आपने रिक्वेस्ट करी तो वो इन्फॉर्मेशन हमें ईमेल पे भेजें so that we can advise you and help you. There's a number of callers we've asked that, so inshallah we look forward to answering and further giving you help and advice through the emails. और अगर हम आपकी कॉल नहीं ले सके तो do apologize, माज़ूर करते हैं, but inshallah for the next program we'll carry on the live program, and we'll carry on talking to you and keeping you up to date with the new rules and regulations coming in particular with the spouse visas, because the 18,600 threshold will BB as it stands, and we'll keep you informed about any changes or development. And once again आपका सबका शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं, myself, my colleague Shahid, and next week हमें इजाज़त दें. So keep watching Hidayat, keep watching Legal Matters, कानूनी मशवरे, and see you next week.